Hello and welcome to Lesson 6 of Web Design and Development for National 5 Computing Science. Today we're continuing with HTML. We're going to cover the image tag, IMG. Let's go to our website. Now this website has a very long paragraph here that's full of nonsense, so I'm just going to delete that. Let's delete everything except the heading. And I will include an image tag. Now there's a couple of things to note about the image tag. It is just IMG. Whoops. But the image tag is a self-closing tag, which means you don't have an open and a closing IMG tag. In order to close the image tag, you just put a slash before the closing angle bracket. So this is the image tag, but you may notice that when I save this and I go to my folder and open with Chrome, that there is no image here. And that's because I haven't told this image tag, I haven't told the image tag what the source of this image is. So we need a source. That's src, short for source. So in the image tag, we add a source and we tell it where it gets the image from. Now there are different ways you can get an image. We could get one from Google. It's Google dogs images, and look at this cute one. Oh, here he is. Such a cute dog. Let's right click, choose copy image address. So it's not the image itself, it's the address of this image. Let's go back to our source, paste it in. It's quite a long source, but let's save it. Go back to our website and refresh. Wowzer! Now you may notice that this image is on the big side. It's a little bit big. So we're going to have to set the width and the height of this image. Now there are different ways we could do this. We could just add it as other properties. So we could say the width equals and say the height equals, and let's just set the width in pixels. This is another measurement we could use. Let's set the height and the width. So the width is 400, so the height should probably be about 600 pixels. If I save this and refresh, now it's a bit better proportioned. I mentioned proportions because this isn't actually perfectly proportioned. It looks a little bit skinny now. Not the dog himself, but the picture. The picture looks a little bit skinny. That's because I've set both a width and a height, and I wasn't 100% sure of the aspect ratio, so the widths and heights of this picture. So what I could do is just remove one of the dimensions, and it will force the width to be 400 pixels, and the height will adjust based on the aspect ratio of it. So this is going to change the size of it. There we are. Now it's a little bit shorter, and that's the original ratio of width to height. Now there is one more thing that we need to know for the image tag, and that is the alternate text or alternative text. It's all very American. Alternate text. So this is something you include if for whatever reason your image doesn't load. This is for many reasons, but mostly for accessibility reasons. If someone can't see, if someone's got poor vision, they might use a screen reader to visit a website and to hear what's on screen. So the screen reader will read the alternate text. So we could type something that describes the picture. A cute Rottweiler puppy. And that will very sufficiently describe this picture. Aww. Now this image, we sourced it from the internet. I just copied this link, this source, from the internet. But let's say we don't want to just use a source from the internet, because what if that image gets deleted? If this image gets deleted from this website, then we're no longer going to have the picture. What you might want to do is save the picture in your own folder and use that instead of an online source. So let's find our own picture. Let's choose this pair, very cute. Right click, choose Save Image As. And in my websites folder, I'm going to put this file, this picture, into the same folder as my website. I'm going to give it a better name than this. Let's call it Pair of Dogs. That'll do. I think they're Pomeranians, but I'm not sure. That is saved. Let's go back to our HTML. We'll add an image. The source will be Pair of Dogs, and I think it was .jpg. There we are. .jpg. And that will do. I'll close the tag. And if I save it, go back and refresh. There we are. Oh, that's a better size. That's not bad. So as you can see, the bare minimum you need is just the IMG and source, and close it using the slash and closing angle bracket. You can optionally add a height or a width or both. and it's highly recommended that you include alternate text. Technically speaking, it's not a complete image tag if it doesn't have alternate text. Alt equals a pair of cute puppies. So this is the full tag, but you don't really need it if you just want to show the picture. Perfect. Now you may notice that I saved that picture in the same folder as the web page that it goes into. Now that's very deliberate. The reason is, if it was in a different folder, for example, if it was in a folder called Images, this will no longer find that picture. If I save this, if I go back to my web page, whoops, and refresh, see how it shows the alternate text instead? So it shows a broken image link type thing, and it shows the alternate text instead. Now the reason for that is this is not the full source of the image. We need to have the folder name as well, images / a pair of dogs, because that's the folder structure, right? If we look at where our files are saved, this is the web page, and this is where the image is stored. So it's here into images, and then it's pairofdogs.jpg. So now if I refresh, beautiful! So it can be handy to organize things into folders. It's good to know that if you need to access an image that's in a folder, this is how you do it. You state the name of the folder, and then / and then the file name. Okay, I think I've rambled enough. You now have an idea how to include images, have a play about with it, have some fun, and I'll see you in the next one.